right. I would say I would gather student body input mostly by soliciting people. I think it's one of the big things and one of the important things for being in this role is maybe just chilling out in the master's lounge a lot and talking to people, and especially if there's something that you want to get input, go talk to different groups and individual people from different cliques that you might know of and say like, hey, what do you think about this thing? I think I've worked with enough groups at this point and enough people at this point that I know a fairly good singular cross-section of individual people here at this point that I could go out and talk to those individual people, especially if there's something that important, and see what's your opinion on this and how can I help make it happen here at the school.
So first off, I'd like to do a formal gathering of information, so perhaps sending out some sort of poll, maybe once a month, to address any issues you might have, or see what I've been hearing tidbits about, and put that in a poll and see how you feel about those particular issues. On the more informal side, I think Ben's absolutely right. A lot of the issues come up naturally just during conversation. People complain about things either in the master's lounge or elsewhere individually. I mentioned yesterday that I want to get to know each and every one of you and go out to a lunch or a coffee together. I think that that would be a great time to solicit this kind of information.
So I think there are two types of people around me. One who are pretty vocal with their opinions and some who are not. But those who are vocal, talking to them is the easiest way to get information. But to those who are not, I think I would like to have an online portal and have anonymous suggestions. Just coming in and trying to have some kind of feedback system on a regular basis. And I'm still old-fashioned, so I'd like to have like a suggestion box here and there.
I think it's a two-pronged approach I would like to take. The first, as the Vice President, you're responsible for keeping lines of communication open with all of the boards, and so I think talking to the presidents, finding out what they are hearing from their members and seeing what those core groups on campus are concerned with is one route. And then another thing, I also like the idea of having a suggestion box and letting people anonymously voice their opinions or recommendations at an individual level.
Hi guys, so a lot of things have already been said, but I think that the most important thing when gathering information from all of you is convenience. So we are so busy here that we don't even have time to blink or sleep. So the last thing you want to do is fill out my 30-question long poll about things you want to see changed in Tepper. There's a really small portion of the population that's willing to speak up on those issues, and I think that the quieter voices need to be heard just as loudly. And so for that, I think ease of access. So maybe instead of having a 30-question poll once a mini, you have a 1-question poll once a week. And it goes out through various channels, the Facebook group, the WhatsApp group, the Slack group. We have way too many groups. and sort of go about it that way. And also, I talk to everyone, so whether you want me to or not. So anyway, that's the end.